Just let me know when you're good.
No, I'm good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I apologize for the delay. We had a little bit of an issue with the original lobby, but we have a special guest here with me on the co-coms in the booth with me, Mr. Scar Tricks himself. Please welcome, sir. How are you today?
Well, I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. You completely missed it out on what a wonderful qualifying session that we had at the start. Um, a lot of the drivers definitely going with a completely different strategy. Some of the drivers going last minute to try to set a fast time. We both have both Red Bull drivers, Mitch and SF1 Road sitting 1-2. Mitch starting on the soft, Rhodes starting on the medium compound tires. Marlon Conga is also starting around sixth place on the medium compound tires, but mostly all the drivers are starting on softs. A few drivers opted for the hards, but those were out of the top 10, so it'll be definitely interesting to see how that works. As a driver yourself, Mr. Scarship, what are you when you're sitting in the lobby and you have a reset and you know, cool, the tire I qualified on, it's gonna be fresh, brand new. What's going on in your mind when you're sitting here and kind of getting everything ready for your strategy? Do you change up the way your strategy used to be because your tires are brand new, or do you kind of just stick with the old plan?
Well, you definitely changed the strategy. It's easier to go longer distance on the tyres since you haven't used them in qualifying. But there's not much more difference to if you have qualified or not, except for you can go a bit longer on the tyres. But especially around this track, you've got to be careful of those walls, even though it sounds stupid, but you've really got to. Um, yeah, it's not much different, but we'll see how the drivers take it.
Yes, agreed. Of course, as we are waiting for everybody is all checked in, and we're just waiting on Hockey Has. Oh, here we go. Hopefully
He's
they
not
can
on the
get him
grid.
back in.
No, he's
Just
not on the
about
grid.
parked in a. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. We'll definitely see if they continue or if they reset again. As we have Mitch in first as they do the formation lap, Rhodes in second, Whitney third, Loki will be starting fourth. He is the championship leader with 93 points. Hockey was able to rejoin. Very interesting. He'll be able to
He,
take over his car. I don't think so.
his car wasn't on the grid, so I don't expect him to be able to
Oh, what a
race.
shame. What a shame. Like me or not, will be fifth. Marlon Conga sixth. John Luke seventh. Methods eighth. Or Hockey has been disqualified. Elslot Butters 10th. Sunshot 11th. Rathel has moved from the Williams team to the Racing Point team. He's in 12th. He's pulling the old Canadian special, as I like to call it. ER10 is 13th. He got disqualified. He was trying to turn around at Monaco with how tight it was. Starting 14th in the back of the grid. Get a little bit of a tap. Yep. John Wick and Methods are both sitting on Bain straightaway.
Tell you what's going to be interesting to see is that Rayful is on the hards. And personally, I'd not go for the hards, but it would be interesting to see how long it goes on them.
Yeah, it will definitely be because, with the safety car and how everything plays out, I mean, why burn up your soft to medium compound tires? I mean, this is Monaco. Anything is possible. We get started here. Wait for the lights. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights at the start of the Monaco Grand Prix as we are off with a smooth start out of the Red Bull pair up front. Looks like Butters is trying to make a move on John Wick here in turn one.
Slight contact between the Renault and the Alpha, I think it was.
Yep, Butters. Ooh, John Wick getting a little bit sideways in the back in the midfield here as they come down the hill, coming up to the hairpin. We run through. Looks like the Ferrari's trying to make a move on Methods. He does. See what happens here. We'll jump back up into the front of the pack.
Trying to figure out who's got damage here.
So we have a few drivers. We have a few mix-ups with Loki.
Oh,
he fell
McLaren
back.
off. Just had to skip the Novel chicane a little bit, so that's going to be a warning for him. Not what he wants. It's Slingshot with the damage.
Slingshot has the damage. Ooh, his end plate is lost. His Mitch sets the newest fast lap in 1:16.8. He's going to stay out. Slingshot is staying out. He's going to try to roll the dice with that wing damage. He knows Monaco is going to be tough and it's going to be hard for people to pass and try, but someone's going to have to make it stick, either putting the pressure on him and try to make a mistake. That could also play out very badly, because if you push too hard, you may be the one that's going to get a little bit of the damage. I'm sure you know that as well, Scar, at Monaco here. There's a time to push and there's a time not to push with the way that the walls are, and there's really no runoff area on this track.
Well, yeah, definitely. And speaking about pushing, Mitch has already got a 2.2 gap between his teammate, but he is on the mediums, which...
Yeah, but Rhodes also has been able to separate his time to Whitney, who's on the soft compound tires, to a 1.6 second gap. So the Red Bull pair definitely showing the pace, and their strategy is definitely showcasing itself here.
Oh, Butters is gone.
Is that going to pull out a safety car? Is it going to pull out a safety car?
VSC.
Oh.
If I was Slingshot, I would have pitted then. I think he's made a big mistake with that.
Wow. A lot of drivers was possibly hoping for that safety car. And the shame apart, a lot of times when you're racing at Monaco and you see that safety car light pull up, and then all of a sudden you just go right past the pits and you're like, oh man, if I couldn't have been just two minutes earlier. And we'll see how everything plays out. Mitch is now 3 seconds ahead of his teammate on those medium compound tires to a whopping 3 seconds, as Rhodes has now stretched out his lead even with the safety car to about a 2-second lead, as DRS is enabled, as we now go green here on lap 3 out of 39. Can these soft compound tire runners switch it up and move up in the runnings here, as we have a lot of medium compound tire drivers? I know Marlon Conga has started, like me or not, is 5/10 back from Loki, the championship leader. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to definitely gain some points for the Toro Rosso team. See, I drove with him last season in Split 2. He's a very fast, very clean driver. Marlon Conga gets a run on his in turn 1. He's now 5/10 back behind Loki, like me or not. I don't know. I think Loki may have burned out his tires in these 3 laps, because he's now fallen back to 2.2 seconds.
So he got damage.
Whitney, which is...
He's got damage. That's why he's slow.
Does he? Oh,
right,
yeah,
end plate.
his end plate.
And like me or not, just touched the wall as well, but no damage there. Oh, Loki's lost both of his end plates. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no, he hasn't. Looked like he has.
No, he's only lost his right one. They are coming through. Let's see where we have the closest battles. We have Marlon Conga. He's 3 tenths back from Like Me or Not, while Mitch Methods is 6/10 back from ER10. Methods definitely going to have to try to make something happen. As John Wick is 5 seconds back from Marlon Conga. He's on those medium compound. Does Marlon Conga make a move? He looks on the inside, but he checks up right behind as they come up the hill. Can he make something stick as they come up this hill? Well, he does not. That's a lot of the issues here, as a driver, Starcher. How do you, when you're trying to pick a spot to move, Monaco is one of those tracks, if you put too much power down, your back end breaks out. If you don't put enough power, you're a little bit slower out of the corner. As a driver, where do you try to make something stick? Or is it just one of those, you just need to commit?
You definitely need the confidence, especially around this track. There's no, if you go for it, you have to be fully confident that you're going to get into this and not collide with the person you're trying to overtake. But there's only a few proper overtaking spots around this track that you can probably go for, like at Raskas that they're coming up to now, Saint-Devote, maybe even the Lowe's hairpin. But it's a very difficult track, and you really have to be committed and confident in driving, in your driving ability to get past people around here.
I completely agree. It's definitely one of those, tracks where you get frustrated. Your tires are burning up. You're not using your ERS. You can pick up time. As Loki is now falling back 5.2 seconds from third place. White Meat, who is now 2.7 seconds back from Rhodes. But Rhodes has cut that time gap from his teammate from 3 seconds to, Marlon Conga just taps the back end of it, but it does not look like he has any damage from accidentally tapping the back of Like Me or Not. But
Like Me or Not does have damage.
Does he? Let's see as he comes through.
Right end plate as well.
It is the right end plate group we have here as Loki loses it in that corner. He gets a 5-second time penalty. I would definitely say right now with Loki 6 seconds back from White Meat, I would say just dive into the pits. Take this hit, serve your 5-second time penalty, because you never know what could happen towards the end of this race. You know what I mean? And rather than all of a sudden randomly getting it at the end, as Methods gets a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. Marlon Conga's definitely looking at trying to make something stick as he goes on the inside. He's going to have to bail out. He kind of waited towards the goal.
He's a bit more calm.
He is really hurting here. And Marlon Conga definitely is trying to make something happen. And all this has allowed John Wick to reel these 4th, 5th, and 6th place drivers in. It's a shame for Marlon Conga. He's a very fast driver, and anything can happen here at Monaco. You're trying to struggle, you're trying to fight. I know he's probably just screaming like, just let me by, as they come through out of the tunnel sections. They come down.
It's a bit close.
This is the closest battle we have out on track, as Wrathful on those hard compound tires is 3/10 behind Methods. 11th place, looking into 10th, trying to get some sort of points as Kanye gets a 3-second time penalty. Following these drivers, ER10 is 2/10 back. Like Me Not
in the pits. I expect him to go into the hards here. If he does an RV, yep, hards. He's going to the end.
Tires. Methods dives into the pits as well. Both.
So double stacking.
Did they make it?
Yeah.
Both teams, it's gonna slot Wrathful up to 9th place on his hard compound tires. ER10 is now 7/10 back from Slingshot.
It's now 1.2 between Rhodes and Mitch. He's really caught up that gap. I expect him to be right on his gearbox in the next couple of laps.
You can see him as they come through. Question is how long is Mitch going to try to stretch those soft compound tires out? With Monaco, I mean, see, he's on medium ERS. His teammate is also on medium ERS. His teammate is on mediums. He is now 8/10 back. Marlon Conga's 3/10 back from Loki. Can Marlon Conga make something stick? He has to check up right behind him. Third one, but now this John Wick is now 1.2 seconds back from them. Looks like Loki still only has that right end plate.
VSC.
A virtual. No, it doesn't look like we have anything on track that has appeared.
Does Like Me have damage? I can't see it.
Yeah, he dove back into the pits. Yeah, he lost his whole entire front wing, so he's going to have to pit again to replace his front wing. What a shame.
This just benefits Mitch right now. I'd say his tyre is probably good for another 3-4 laps till he comes onto the mediums. But if he pits in now for the hards, I wouldn't be surprised. That's VSC's over now. He doesn't.
But
Carries on.
But now that actually brought in. Now next John Wick is now reeled in Marlon Conga and Loki to 7/10 as ER10 is still 2/10 back from Slingshot for 7th and 8th place. We have a lot of close battles as ER10 also is missing his left end plate. We have a lot of end plate missings here. It's interesting. 7th and 8th, both left end plates are missing. When 4th and 5th between Loki and Like Me or Not was going, both right end plates. It seems like the drivers are trying to play the equal and fair driving program for this Monaco Grand Prix.
It's now 4/10 between Mitch and Rhodes.
Ooh, here we'll jump up here with the leaders between Mitch and Rhodes as they come through. Can Rhodes make Rhodes's? Nope, his wing is intact as he is trying to chase down his teammate. Mitch will jump on here on the cockpit view as they come through. Running that corner real deep as he's trying to chase down his teammate. Question is will Mitch, when is Mitch gonna pit, or is he gonna just be like, all right, you know what, I'm on a completely different strategy. You definitely don't want to hold up your own teammate. I mean, I understand you're leading the Grand Prix, but you definitely don't want to hold up your own teammate. And then both of you guys crash out. Or
Marlon Conga's going for it.
Happen.
Around the outside of Sand and Fart. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, and he makes it stick. Here comes John Wick. John Wick is trying to get the run on Loki. They go side by side up the hill. Loki has nowhere to defend. Loki makes it through. Loki now drops down to 6th place. As both Marlon Conga and John Wick on the medium compound tires are trying to take the fight. See what happens. How much pace can Marlon Conga still have in those tires to chase down White Meat, who is on those soft compound tires. Marlon Conga is 13.6 seconds back from 3rd place. See what we have. Wrathful is still in 9th place. He is 9/10 back from ER10. He is definitely looking at the Ferrari driver, trying to make something happen. As ER10 had to drop back a little bit from Slingshot. He's not pressed up as
Mitch just let Rhodes
through.
He's not holding up his teammate. I expect Mitch to be in the pits in the next couple of laps then, if that's the case.
Yeah, I will probably say you are most likely right, Wow, yeah, Mitch's tires have definitely dropped off. He's fallen back to 1.5 seconds now to SF1 Rhodes, which is definitely going to help out White Meat, trying to work that soft strategy, tire against the Red Bull boys, as Wrathful and ER10 are both less than a second separate between each of them. Slingshot is still out there. He still has that wing damage. Oh no, it's only got the left end plate.
So if Mitch... Has he got damage? No. If Mitch pits in now, he'll probably end up around low-key John Wick. And he is coming into the pits.
We have Wrath.
5-second penalty.
Oh, for speeding in the pit lane. What a shame. White Meat is also in the pits. Wrathful slots himself up to 8th. So Mitch is diving under the medium compound tires. Konga slots in 2nd.
I expect, because McLaren is now sandwiching Mitch, I expect John Wick to sort of hold back a bit, let White Meat catch up as their teammates. It makes sense. But
yeah. BR10 has gone to.
No, he's not. He's on hard. No, he's on intense. What?
He must have accidentally selected the wrong tire. Possibly trying to do a 2-stop in between and accidentally selected the wrong tire is my guess. As Jules is right behind him on the soft compound tire.
What time was Jules on?
Jules is on the soft compound tire. I think what happened was when he was on the pad, he was trying to change out tires, and he may have accidentally hit the button and switched over to the intermediate tires. What a shame for ER10. I mean, he is a wonderful driver, and to accidentally, have a mistake like that to go to intermediate tires. I mean, this is just gonna, he's got to try to milk it around the track as best that he possibly can. I mean, it's what a shame for him.
It reminds me of Germany in Split 2, when B-Faby came in for intermediates and he got put on another set of mediums, which cost him P2 there, which I think you got P2, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it's such a shame. I think if a race is going to be completely dry, the game should block out the wet compound tires so you don't make that accident and have an issue like that. As Wrathful is 4/10 back from Slingshot on these hard compound tires. He has moved up. Let's take a look at how many moves that we have. Wrathful has moved up 5 places with Slingshot. They are both sitting 6th and 7th place. You're definitely interested to see how he would do on those hard compound tires. He is now sitting 7th.
So Mitch is caught right up to John Wick.
Oh, in 4th, there he is. Yes, he is.
Be interesting to see if John Wick holds him up a bit for White Meat to catch up, but I'm not sure he'd be able to hold him up for that long. Oh, nope, he's already through.
John Wick loses it. Oh, wow.
It's a shame for White
now
Meat.
with that wing damage.
He hasn't got wing damage. But that's probably ended P2 for White Meat there.
No, that was John Wick that actually had the
yeah, but I mean, John Wick could have held up Mitch, but that's not going to happen. Which
still 18.8 seconds back from Rhodes.
So Rhodes has been putting in the laps right here. He's building up the gap to 19 seconds. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
See, it's not appearing on our thing. We have a yellow sector 2 and 3.
I see a Renault M plate. Marlon Conger's lost his M plate,
Yep. But Mitch gets a 3-second time penalty, which is not going to help him out at all, especially with these close battles towards the end. So if White Meat can make something happen and catch up to him real quick towards the end of the race. Looks like we have a Ferrari in the pits again as ER10 is going to the hard compound tires.
It will definitely take them to the end as long as he keeps it clean.
We closest battle we have are Mitch on Marlon Conga and Wrathful on Slingshot. So second and third and sixth. Ooh, Mitch looks it up on the inside, but Marlon Conga closes the door. But Marlon Conga gets a 3-second time penalty. Mitch loses an M plate. That is definitely going to be interesting for the stewards to review. Like you and I were both talking about towards the beginning of the race. You know, this track is extremely hard to pass at. You know, when you make a move, you have to commit to the move, you know, whether it's really late or really early. I mean, if I was Mitch, I would have just waited it out. Marlon Conga is in the pits now. He's most likely going to be jumping on the hards and getting a completely wing change. White Meat now is 2/10 back from his teammate John Wick.
Say if I was
Just
John Wick,
helping Rhodes.
yeah, I'd let White Meat through. He's just holding him up for Mitch right now. It's a big mistake from John Wick.
Now that just stretches Rhodes' lead out on first place to 27 seconds to John Wick. Rhodes is on pretty much a clean rest of the race. Anything can happen at Monaco, but I'm not trying to let me knock on wood here real quick. I mean, as long if nothing happens at the end of this race, Rhodes pretty much can pit and not have to worry about anything around this track here. Because White Meat and Mitch both a second back behind John Wick, trying to make something happen. The can Mexican shot. Ooh, he gets a little bit of tail happy here. Does White Meat get a run on him? Can he make a move as he's chasing John Wick down up to turn one? He does not have what it takes to make it stick. Wrathful is still 3/10 back. He is still on those hard count. John Wick lets White Meat back. Can Mitch make something happen? Oop, John Wick is going to let Mitch through. I think John Wick's tires possibly are going out.
Sector
three. Ooh,
Loki spun it. Oh, at Casino.
Ooh.
No, not Casino.
Thank you, sir. As Methods gets a 3-second time penalty. I just want to say thank you to Loki for not trying to get in the way of the other drivers as they were approaching him. He kind of just faded it a little bit and allowed the other drivers to go through. As now that's going to slot Wrathful up to 6th place, the new Racing Point driver on his hard compound tires. So with the way it's looking, I mean, he could be looking at a podium towards the end on these hard compound tires if he makes it stick. Marlon Conga is 7/10 back behind Wrathful. He is also on those hard compound tires as well.
John Wick's in.
John Wick is in the pits.
Going on to softs.
So is he going to try to, unless he's thinking about possibly doing a 2-stop, you know, trying to pound out some of the laps and then switch out and then pound out some more of the laps out on another set of soft compound tires.
It makes sense. He's not going to get to the end on those set of softs. But what's interesting is Wrathful's got damage as well, and they've got Marlon Conga right behind them on 2-lap-old hards. So we'll see if oh, has he gone for it? Oh, that was a late move by Marlon.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a little bit.
Oh, what is that lag? There's a lot of lag there. Looked like he just sledgehammered into a wall then.
Yeah. Wrathful is missing his right end plate as they come out of the tunnel up to this very tricky chicane. Marlon Conga's definitely got to Oh, they weren't ready for him.
Oh yeah, there's 5 seconds as well.
See what we've got here. Follow Marlon Conga. Will he make something move? Wrathful knows You know, he doesn't have the pace really to take the battle with Marlon. He lets him by. Smart move. I mean, if you're someone like Rathful and you've been on those hard compound tires for 19 laps, you know, I mean, there's no point to hold up another driver. You know, like that driver is like, you know, has a lot of pace compared to you, especially around Monaco. You know, even though you know you're trying to make the push, you know, the last thing you want to do is ruin not only, you know, their race, but also your race as well, especially for an endurance race such as this. So we have Marlon Congas 3/10 back from Slingshot, who's still on those medium compound tires. Definitely interesting to see where first, second, third all pit. The first and third pit on their medium compound tires, but as well as Wrathful, where when is he gonna pit? I mean, Rhodes has now stretched his gap between Whitemeat to 24 seconds.
No, that's come down.
Oh, has it come
He's
down?
catching him. He was 27 when he passed John Wick. So he's definitely closing down on Rhodes. Slingshot's in the
Slingshot
pits.
is in the pits. He's going to a hard compound tire. Let's see, so that's telling me that Marlon Conga gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Slingshot's going to come out 8th place after that. So
I'm not sure if this is a glitch on my end, but it looks like Mitch has lost. It didn't get his wing fixed. His right end plate's gone, but I'm not sure if that was not fixed or due to him hitting the wall again. I'm just not sure on that.
I'm probably going to go with that. He hit the wall again.
Well, John Wick's lost a bit of his end plate as well, so it'll be interesting to see what these three can do between Rayful, John Wick and Mitch, with these two on fresher tyres while Rayful's on 20 lap old hards. So see if you can keep it out of the wall.
We both know that John Wick is going to need to pit, even though that he's on that soft compound tire. So, I mean, my strategy would be to, I would say let John Wick. Oh, Rathful's in
there he is.
On his hard compound tires. What is he going to go to? Is he going to go onto the soft compound? They weren't ready for him. He's going to the medium.
Nah, he's going on to mediums.
Tire.
It's a clever strategy there. Jules is in as well now.
So that's going to definitely help Wrathful out. Jules is in. He's on mediums. He will be done with his 2-stop. So Wrathful will be sitting 7th. He definitely overcut.
Sector 3. Is that a Toro Rosso? Can't see anything. Yes, it was.
My question is when is Rhodes gonna pit? I mean, his gap has fallen to Whitemeat down to 22 seconds. I know the pit lane is not that long, but the question is, where is Whitemeat on the map? He's now coming down the hill up to the hairpin.
I expect him to do another 5 laps, maybe 12 laps on the softs, but he could come in now. His gap will come down. I expect him to come out behind Whitemeat, but it'll be on fresh softs. So it'll be interesting to see what he does from that, and if he can get past Whitemeat. As everyone knows, it's a very hard overtaking track that we'll definitely see when Rhodes pits, because it'll be interesting to see if he does go onto the softs or come in early for the hards.
I completely agree. As Mitch, we have yellow sector 3, but Mitch is now 3/10 back from John Wick. He is trying to make something happen with those medium compound tires. He doesn't want to lose a whole lot of time sitting behind John Wick, even though he probably knows John Wick is going to need to pit again on those soft, for those another set of tires. But I'm sure after the first incident when he tried to make the pass on Marlon Conga, he's probably thinking, you know what, maybe it's just better if I don't make a pass. I mean, I know a lot of times, even when I've raced around Monaco, you know, after you make a mistake trying to make a pass on someone, as he's right on the back of the gearbox. John Wick coming out on the main straight. You have a tendency, looks like John Wick is gonna let him by here down the main straight. Mitch makes it past John Wick here. It's like John Wick knows his battle isn't with Mitch, but it's with the other drivers like Lightyear, not Wrathful, that are right behind him. Definitely interesting strategies, a lot of the, with how the drivers are playing it out. Now Mitch is 3 seconds back from Marlon Conga. There's 29 seconds back from Whitemeat, and Whitemeat is still 22 seconds back from Rhodes.
The gap's sort of equaled out now between Whitemeat and Rhodes, but I think that's because Rhodes has started to push a little bit more. But still, that gap will be coming down slower than it was due to the younger tyres that Whitemeat has.
See, Rhodes is on 0 ERS. He's trying to rebuild it with 30%. Whitemeat is at medium with 40%. See what we have. Rhodes, 24 lap old medium compound tires. Whitemeat has 12 lap old. Marlon Conga still on those fresh hards, with Mitch sitting fourth with even fresher medium compound tires. John Wick, 6 lap old soft compound tire. The yellow sector 2.
It's methods backwards at the Noval chicane. He's reset to track. He's going to have to let this McLaren through.
Yeah. So he also worked AI as well.
No, I think that's just a ghosting for Whitemeat.
Oh yeah, because he's also, he is sitting 11th. Still missing, nope, his front wing is still good.
So our closest battle is Mitch and Conga, Kanga, whatever. He's caught him up now. It's now 5 tenths.
Yep, here they come through. See what Mitch has, what Mitch can do. Now, even though that there's been a little bit of tapping on the walls, compared to, Tier 1 and Tier 2, I have to say I'm going to give these Tier 3 drivers a lot of credit. I mean, we haven't had a full safety car, we have had a virtual, but, there's been a lot of clean driving, a lot of understanding, who to battle, who not to battle, and I give a lot of these drivers a lot of respect in this race. I mean, I know it's still towards the middle of it. I still will knock on wood over here. But I mean, just like Spain, the drivers definitely showed a lot of pace and a lot of respect to each other. We're now lap 27 out of 39 as Mitch is trying everything he can to reel in Marlon Conga and try to make something happen here. He's still 6 tenths back. This is the closest battle, as Jules is about a second back from Slingshot. Slingshot is on those hard compound tires, sitting 8th, trying to bring in those points for Mercedes.
So Whitemeat's got it to just over 20 seconds now. Not sure where or how close it'd be when Rhodes comes in. I expect him in this lap or next if he wants to be comfortable on those softs, but he's not in this lap, so I expect him next lap to come in, as that will be 27 laps on those mediums.
Rich kind of looked it on the inside of Marlon Conga, but had to back
out. Oh, he's
out
lost
of
his
the
end plate.
Is it his right end plate?
Left. Looks like it's left end plate. Give me a better camera view. Yeah, he has lost.
Oh,
left end plate.
Both end plates.
He'll be coming into pit for some softs, I expect. He'll have some fresh ones since they haven't had to do qualifying with these tyres. He stays out. That's very interesting. Maybe he still feels like he has pace.
Well, he is 10 seconds ahead of John Wick, and he knows that possibly John Wick has to pit. So with that puts, like me or not, who's sitting at 6th, who would slot up to 5th, 14 seconds back from him. And I mean, Mitch still is going faster on those medium compound tires, so he's probably just trying to roll the dice to see, well, you know what? No, yeah, I'm missing both end plates, but I still have, you know, what it takes to
Rhodes in the pits. Sorry.
He is in the pit. No, you're fine. He's in the pits. Let's see. White meat is coming through towards the end of sector 3.
This will be close, but I think Rhodes will have it. Methods is retired. VSC again.
Oh. White meat.
That's so
right at
lucky.
the last minute.
Oh,
wow. How is that possible? That is the weirdest thing. The game is picking favorites. Rhodes, if the VSC did not come out, White Meat would have had Rhodes down the main straightaway. Wow.
That was very lucky for Rhodes right there.
Wow. That is the first, everybody. That's the first I've ever seen that happen. That is just shocking. Wow. Now, if I was White Meat, I understand, yeah, you're on 16-lap old hards. As we get started back up on the race, I would push as hard as possible. John Wick is dove into the pits to go for a new set of soft compound tires. I mean, if I was White Meat, I would be all over the gearbox of Rhodes and just be like, you know, I'm not playing around, but Rhodes is definitely. Rhodes wants to get away. He wants his gap. He wants his space.
Loki gets out of the way cleanly for them.
Now
it's not short from Reiki.
His gap from White Meat to 1.5 seconds. Now 1.7. He just keeps stretching that gap. Wow.
So Jules is now 2 tenths behind Slingshot. It's going to be, see if he'll go for. He's got the leaders behind him. Oh, really played this smart. Because if this was me, I'd let the leaders through and follow them through. Because Slingshot will have to move out of the way.
And then, you know, with that happening, you know, Slingshot's going to have to either slow down or something's going to happen. As White Meat is now 2.6 seconds back from Rhodes. Rhodes pretty much just said, thank you very much, checked out and left. As Marlon Conga has fallen behind Mitch, now 1 second. Oh, Marlon Conga's got wing damage. So Marlon Conga's sitting 4th. So right now it's going to sit Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull with 9 laps left to go here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Jules still 6 tenths back from Slingshot. He's trying to get the run up on him. He does. The hill to go. Let's see if Jules can make something happen behind Slingshot. Marlon Conga still 7 tenths back from Mitch. He's still not, you know, missing out on everything. White Meat right behind them.
They got to remember they got White Meat behind them as well. He's got to get through them. We'll see how he deals with that. But I expect Jules to move out of the way at least very soon. Otherwise, he's going to risk getting a penalty.
Well, right now, Jules and Slingshot do have, I mean, I understand White Meat is 2nd. Jules and Slingshot do have the softer compound tire. They should be moving out of the way. But he's probably either in the chat saying, you know, you two battle it out. Rhodes is already checked out. There's no way that I can chase him. Or he just goes right through him.
That's another way.
Yeah.
Oh, and he does it as well.
Loki's looking at something. He's on the back of the gearbox as Jules. So right now, we have a battle for 8th place. Slingshot, Jules, and Loki all going goes to tail. ER10 has retired.
Another
Another
VSC. Oh. Come on, where's the full safety car? Get this field budged up a bit. Who's that Renault in the... Sorry, go on.
No, Marlon Conga has dove into the pits. He's going to try to jump on the soft. Oh, no, he jumps onto the medium compound tire. I would have jumped on the softs. I mean, you have 7 laps to play at the end. I mean, at least you would have had...
Go for fastest lap.
Yeah.
But he has effectively got a free pit stop out of that, so... It doesn't look like his front wing hasn't been fixed either. I'm not sure if that's a glitch on my end, but...
Or Marlon Conga? Yeah, no, his wing has not changed. He probably did that just out of not having to lose that, you know, that 5 seconds or 8 seconds it is that they take to change it out. As the virtual safety car is gone, we are on our way as we still, the battle for 8th place still going on between Slingshot Jules and Loki. See what happens. Jules gets an amazing run on Slingshot. Hopefully he can not crash. Oh, he lets off a little bit, kind of gives him a little bit of space just for the braking zones.
He's practically pushing up the hill there into Casino.
See what happens. Hopefully, see if Jules looks like Slingshot.
They got. Why are they ghosting that?
That it's very interesting as well. This is the closest battle that we have. Down the hill into the chicane.
I'm going to check out the penalty situation.
Yes. If I was Jules, I have 10 lap old mediums. I would, you know, compared to Slingshot's hard, I would definitely try like, oh, Jules loses his wing. Oh, there's a crash between Loki.
Oh, that's bad. Another VSC.
Jules lost it on the back end as he was coming out on the main straight, which then Loki pretty much had almost nowhere to go. I mean, he could have broke and waited to figure out what happened. Loki probably saw a gap and just went for it and hoped. Loki doesn't have any damage. I mean, I saw Jules' car on Loki's car as well, and another virtual safety car comes out with 5 laps to play.
Mitch is in the pits. Slingshot's got a drive-through penalty. That's gonna ruin his P6.
Mitch is going for the fastest. Yeah, P8. Yep. Which it will slot Loki up, but we know Jules is probably going to have to pit as well. So there's definitely a lot of different... So we haven't had a full safety car, but we have been gifted with many virtual safety cars.
The person with the fastest lap right now is Mitch. So it'll be interesting to see if he can improve on that. He's got a 1:12.8 right now with Rhodes with a 1:13.1. So I expect Mitch has got that. Slingshot's in the pits. He's serving his drive-through.
Yep. Wrathful is up to 5th place from his hard compound stint to mediums.
7 places.
Question is, does Wrathful have any penalties? I haven't seen it pop up yet.
I'll have a look.
Jules is in the pits. He's going for soft compound tires. Jules could possibly upset the fastest.
He doesn't have a warning.
Does not have a warning. So Wrathful. No, there's.
He's served that. 3 second. He's got. Go on, sorry.
No, I was gonna say is Marlon Conga. I was gonna say penalties may play a factor, but then I saw Marlon Conga's 41 seconds back behind second place. So it's definitely going to be, you need a lot of penalties just to jump him there.
Well, at this rate, it'll be Mitch in P3 and Rayfield in P4. He's got 15 seconds worth of penalties, Marlon has, so...
Oh, wow.
It's going to drop him back a lot. He could, like me or not, could even have him right now.
Wow, what a toss-up.
But we'll definitely see at the end of the race. 4, 11...
Mitch is 7/10 faster in sector 2.
He's definitely going for that fastest lap.
We also have Jules. He jumped on brand new soft compound tires. He may have a new... He sets the new fastest lap at a
second quicker.
1:11.8. Let's jump over here with Jules.
Has like me not got a penalty? No. So definitely right now Marlon needs to push a bit. Was Rayfield
dropped a lot actually. I remember before it was about a 5 second. Now he's down to a 10 second.
Yeah. White meat's in the pits.
Ooh,
he's going fastest lap.
There's a lot of strategy.
He's doing what I did. He's doing what I did in Split 2 last season. Lap 37, pitting for the sauce, try and go for the fastest lap, but hopefully he won't do what I did and 360 it at the Nobel chicane on the last lap.
Well, let's hope he doesn't, but at the same time, it would be very interesting to see a race end in a safety car, but it'll most likely be a virtual the way things have been going here. See what happens. Now the question is, does Rhodes dive into the pits and go on to soft compound tires and have a battle for fastest lap? I mean, he is 28 seconds ahead of Whitemeat.
He could only do it now. He's not, so he's not going to go for that fastest lap. So it's going to be a battle between Mitch and Whitemeat right now. That fastest lap point.
Jules is 1.3 seconds faster right now. So Jules is also on soft compound tires. He could mix up everything for the fastest lap.
What was it, 1.3?
Yeah, yes, Jules is 1.3 seconds faster now. His fastest lap.
He will be doing a 12 right now.
He'll be
but we'll see when it comes into sector 2.
Oh,
he's 4 times down. He must have had a mistake somewhere for it to be 1.3 up and then lose it.
Ooh, like you're not spins. Like you're not spins. Ooh, that's gonna fall him back. Oh, what a shame.
That could help out Jules or Loki or Slingshot even with the actually maybe not the distance between them.
Mitch is still 8. He's about a second back from Marlon Conga. Still trying to reel him.
1.2 up. 1.2 up.
What happened?
He's not got it. It's 1:12.7.
But his tires are fresher. He still has 2-lap fresher tires. So, if he turns it up too rich, he's on medium ERS right now. Even though it's 30%, and this is the last lap of the race. Rhodes is coming down the hill after the tunnel. We'll ride with him.
Mitch is right on the gearbox of Marlon Conga right now. See if he'll go for the move, even though he doesn't really need to. But he's definitely looking fighty right now.
Here we go. We're going to jump over with SF1 Rhodes as he's coming down the main straight. to finish the race at the Monaco Grand Prix is your winner, SF1 Rhodes. Jump back over to Mitch. See, Mitch still trying to make something happen. Like he possibly backed out a little bit.
If I wouldn't take the risk.
Mitch gets a 3-second time penalty.
He's got 6 seconds now, but he'll have P3, no doubt.
See what happens. They come across the line here. Marlon Conga sitting third, but anything can happen with the penalty situation. Mitch slots in third. Marlon Wrathful is coming through.
Jules, but he did complete 90%. I'm not sure if that's in the rules, but
it is.
He did complete 90%
of the race. See, Wrathful crosses the line to finish 5th place. Marlon Conga keeps it there. Like me or not, finishes in 6th. He does. We'll see where John Wick finishes. He finishes 7th place. We finished Tier 3 Monaco Grand Prix. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Red Bull, McLaren, and Red Bull. The winner, SF1 Rhodes, followed by White Meat in 2nd and Mitch in 3rd. What an amazing race it was. I was very surprised. We did not have a full safety car, but with the way the penalties play out here at Monaco Grand Prix, we have Rhodes in 1st, White Meat in 2nd, Mitch 3rd. He does get the points for the fastest lap. Marlon Conga 4th, Wrathful 5th on his hard compound tire strategy. Like me or not 6th, John Wick 7th, Loki 8th, Slingshot 9th, Jules 10th, BR10 did not finish, Methods did not finish, Butters did not finish, so did Hockey Hess. What an amazing battle they all had. Honestly, who would you pick for your driver of the day, Startrix?
I think I'm going to go for Wraithful. P2 out to P5 around Monaco is a hard thing to do, especially going from hards to mediums. I think he did. I think that's probably my driver of the day right now.
Yeah, and he only did a 1-stop with no penalties as well. I completely agree.
I don't think he had any warnings. So.
And that at Monaco is extremely hard for, with no penalties, nothing, and you're getting pushed, around the track. So what we're gonna do is we'll jump over here. For some reason, we'll get Rhodes into here so we can do his interview.
I'll get White Meat in that as well.
Alright. Welcome, Rhodes. Please select for White Meat has joined. Please click. Where is Mitch? Did Mitch?
Mitch left. I'll quickly grab him.
Oh, what a shame. So we do not have 3rd place finisher in here. Please let me know when you have selected your audio to be included.
Don't think he's joining.
No, I do not think he's joining as well. I will like to say welcome to the 1st and 2nd place finishers. Sad to see our 3rd place finisher could not make it. I have to say is what a wonderful race. Both Scartrix and I both had a wonderful time watching it, commentating it. It's truly awesome. Honestly, Scartrix, I'll let you talk to the 2nd place finisher if you have anything to ask him.
Well, all right then. Screw you.
Well, for White Meat, as you know, you were going through the race. Well, it says that he's connecting. He probably had a little bit of an issue. Apologize for that. Um, uh, but White Meat, through the whole race, you've had, you're always on the outside looking in. Going around the race. I mean, what were your thoughts when you were, lobby reset? You knew everybody was going to be on fresher tires, and you're going through. What was going through your mind when all of a sudden the virtual? Oh, we have P3. He is in here, Mr. Mitch. Please select the audio, Mr. Mitch. But for White Meat, going back when you were um, when you were coming through, you could have had the run on roads down the main straight, but the virtual safety car came out right at the last minute. What was going on in your mind there?
The Delta was already like 2 seconds over, so I was like, because I tried to get ahead of him. I was like, well, even if Delta goes red, I'll just slow down real quick. Obviously not right in front of him, but
Hmm.
I figured I could get in front of him. But after the safety cars, my tires just got ice cold, so I had to pit again for the softs, and because I knew I was gonna bottle it. But it's just about surviving.
Yes, it was definitely a endurance race. Mitch, I think you whatever you're watching, it's coming through the mic here.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing turned off. Hold on. All right, there we go.
Okay. Thank you. P3 has been able to join us here. Star Tricks is back. Mitch, you started on pole position. You worked your way through. You had a tough battle. Your teammate was behind you on medium compound tires. Please talk us through the race.
I mean, it just started out qualifying pretty well, but then once I went into the pits, I had to deal with traffic and trying to get around some of the other traffic. It's extremely difficult on this track to do without getting some sort of damage or causing damage or whatever. So I just ended up damaging my front wing, and then whenever I was trying to get around somebody, and then once one of the virtual safety cars came out, I decided to go ahead and go into the pits to repair that wing. And as I was coming out of the pits, I damaged my front wing in the actual pit lane, so it just kind of went to shit after that initial pit stop. It just one thing after another, but fortunately, I was able to still pull out a podium and make up some time on modeling Kanga, so it worked out. It worked out all right.
Yes, it was definitely interesting to see like how all the different strategies played out. I know Star Tricks and I both watching and commentating the race. We were very. It was shocking to see that not an actual full safety car came out to play into a huge factor of everything, but more just a bunch of virtual safety cars also came out to play. Now we get to our race finisher, the one, the only Mr. SF1 Rhodes. Congratulations on your finish. We saw that you were up in the top, one of the other top 10 drivers that started on the medium compound tires. Were you a little surprised, a little shocked that the Delta was still 2 seconds ahead of White Meat, but your virtual safety car, uh, um, were you still at least surprised based on that virtual safety car coming out at the end? Kind of just holding up White Meat a little bit?
I will say I'm very happy that we did not have a safety car. I think that would have ruined the strategy I kind of put myself under uh, dealing with qualifying. Because I did go for a soft run at the very end, but I bumped the wall and invalidated my lap.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to start in the mediums. And then if a safety car came out, I think I would have just ruined, doing the one stop from the soft to the medium to the soft. Uh, just to tap on, I mean, those mediums at the beginning trying to follow Mitch for the first 5 or 6 laps were absolutely horrible. I don't know why, but they were cold as hell. Pardon my language.
No, we were very interesting to see, especially how the strategy played out. I mean, last week at Spain, you guys both started right next to each other. At Monaco, you guys both started right next to each other. You guys are starting to make this a couples thing now. I'm gonna call it. Maybe in Canada, you guys are gonna start right next to each other. But it was definitely interesting for us to kind of figure out what your guys' strategy was going to be throughout the whole race. I honestly have to say, like I was telling Scartrix, I was completely proud of all the Tier 3 drivers being able to um, drive and not really have that big of an issue. And yes, there was not a full safety car, but there was a lot of virtual safety cars. And I just want to say congratulations to the top 3 with SF1 Rhodes, your winner, White Meat finishing second, and Mitch finishing third. It's definitely going to
Just one more thing I'm going to add,
Yes.
if you don't mind, Exia.
Go ahead.
Big shout out to Mitch. He actually let me go, I think, probably lap 11 or 12 when our tires were switching from his softs going off to my mediums coming on. So that helped me so much. So, I mean, that's basically what allowed me to pick up the win tonight. So big shout out to Mitch for that one.
Hey, man, you gotta go for the constructor championship sometimes.
Yes, and we did see that in the stream. We were interested. We thought maybe Mitch had tapped the wall or something. But, at some point in time towards the end of the season, I'm sure Mitch is going to be asking for that favor back at one of the other races. So, but I would like to say thank you for all the drivers who attended and participated. I'm sad to see that Hockey has had a little bit of a connection issue at the start of the race. Sad to see that he couldn't race the full Monaco Grand Prix. And I just want to say thank you to all the drivers. And we will be doing the Canadian Grand Prix next week at the same time, 8 Eastern, on Mondays. And I just want to say thank you very much to all the drivers. And we are signing off.